The first golf event was actually on September 20th, 1997. It was co-founded by myself and our former board member, Bruce Krier, who was my best buddy, and we started Angel Golf Spectacular with the intent of getting people aware of Angel on My Shoulder and raising money to help fund its programs. The first event was actually sponsored by Trig and Tula Solberg through their generosity, and dear friends of my father, the Hagar twins from Hee Haw, were actually at the golf event as well.
That year there were 50 golfers that raised $20,000, and the event's grown ever since. That was the first year for Vincent Bunny. Bruce was the highest bidder. He decided to bring it back and allow other people to bid on it year after year, and it became an Angel tradition.
In our second year, we actually raised $32,000, and we had about 76 golfers, so it was pretty phenomenal. Our 10th year was pretty exciting as well. It was the first time ever we had over 190 golfers, and we actually raised over $100,000. We actually had a tradition of having the Green Bay Packers come to our event, and that year we started a breakfast with the Pack, and Gilbert Brown, who is the famous gravedigger and Super Bowl 31 champion, actually was the person at the breakfast.
In year 13, the bracelet was introduced by Bruce. Molly Alborn was the first recipient, and the idea was that the recipient would add a charm to the bracelet and return it the next year for it to be given to another recipient.
The 14th year was the first and only time that God cried so hard that it rained out our event, but the banquet that night still happened. It was a monumental night in a lot of different ways though. Andy Phillips actually was able to announce our scholarship program and give away, I think it was about $20,000 in scholarships that night.
The next year, year 15, we moved the entire event to the Whitetail Inn.
So the 18th year of the golf outing was super special in that we renamed the Angel Golf Spectacular into the B. Bruce Krier Angel Golf Spectacular. Unfortunately, that was due to the fact that God called him home. Two memorable things that happened that evening. One was Mike Ansay, who was a confidant of Bruce, but also a relative to Bruce, bought the last bottle of wine that Bruce ever gifted to someone for over $8,000. And additionally, Bruce's nephew, John, also set a record that night by buying Vincent the Bunny for an undisclosed but record-breaking amount of money.